Hello, sir. Thank you for your service. Well appreciated.
$80, 3 GameCubes, PS2, original Xbox, some GameCube games. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I have your number when I find that Nintendo. I'll call you.
Awesome. So what I got here is the Outlawed one. Knew I was missing one game, and my wife actually wanted this. I don't know what it is. I think it's a Metroidvania game. I've never heard of it. It's by Red Art Games. But yeah, Wonder Labyrinth. I'm not even going to pronounce that first. If you don't know, I ended up copping 2 PS5s during the pandemic. It was an amazing score both times. I did pay full at launch for my system in the living room, and then I ended up copying one for my other son, but my wife will use it until he's old enough to take it over, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? PlayStation 22 will be out by then. After that, I had some store credit I got from some yard sailing, and I had the steel book, which I heard this steel book is going for quite a bit of money. I don't know why. It's just a steel book, but yeah. Like a Dragon. Ishin. Like a Dragon series. It's actually a pretty epic. I actually like it a lot from what I played. But yeah, I ended up getting that for the PS5. And then today I had that epic score.
So I just bought the Metroid Gyro dude from that last video I made. Metroid Prime, right?
That guy Cognac playing in the background.
And then,
checking out his new video.
I don't know if they messed up.
Well, yeah, man, a lot to go through. I'm going to be adding a lot to my collection and separating the expensive games, bundling the lots. So far, this is what I got cleaned up. But man, it's taking forever. Again, paid $270. Still working on everything. This is what I got so far. All right, this is it right here. My final little showdown of the score I got today. Yard sailing. This was one big lot, and almost everything. I mean, I'm missing the RCA cables on the GameCubes. Both these games are complete. 2 loose GameCube games. The PS2 was complete with that fancy 32 megabyte memory card. PS4 controller, PS2 controller. We got a working original Xbox, which is really rare. I'm pretty sure this PS3 works. It's pretty clean, but there's no controller for it, and there's no RCA cable or HDMI, which obviously I can get really quick. 360 is complete. The Nintendo, it's complete and works as well, and it came with those 3 games. The Super Nintendo, I have a plug for it. I haven't tested it yet, but I know that these games work and the controller works. I got those games right there that I'm getting rid of. A Wii system, 2 Wii systems, a whole bunch of GameCube memory cards and whatnot. And then these are going to get added into the collection here. It's nothing great, but hey, it's stuff I don't have and think I would enjoy playing. And then this is the rest of the Wii stuff I got. PS3 games. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do not collect greatest hits. So any type of red labels that make my spines look different, besides that new Super Mario Brothers and maybe some exceptions on the Switch and whatnot when they changed the little, spines colors. But yeah, I don't collect any greatest hits, any selects, any whatever they called it on Xbox. That was GameCube. But yeah, anyway, I don't collect any of that stuff. It's all first party stuff that I get. But yeah, this is my score right here. 270 I paid for everything. I also had a PSP in here, but I just sold the PSP pretty much. I got it for free, actually. I had a couple games that I bundled with it. I paid, the guy paid 75, so basically I got this for 195, all this here. So, yeah, good steal, good deal. I'm telling you. I know another reseller, if that's what you want to categorize me as. But him and I, we always would run into each other. I would get a lot, and like he would be all pissed off, and then he would get a lot, and I would be all pissed off, and then we kind of mutually became intertwined because we would see each other so much at yard sales or thrift stores. And today, epic fail on my part. I shot him the address of where this person told me they had video games, but they're gonna actually hold them for me. And I told him, hey, there's this dude, I call him Beard Man because he's tall and he has a big ass beard. And don't sell the games to him, but I'm gonna. I know you have comic cards and comics and stuff like that, and he's into that kind of stuff. And I went ahead and shot him the number, and I said, hey, don't touch the games. You know, like, there's some other stuff there. I just, I'm trying to help you out, hook you up, you know what I mean? 30 minutes go by, I go to a couple other yard sales. I scored a massive Wii lot, which was really cool. Had a couple games that I didn't have. It was some crappy titles or whatever, but there were some decent titles in there that I pulled aside to, to flip on the side part, separate the good stuff from the bad stuff, and then bundle the bad stuff with the system, you know what I mean? Like, that's just what I do, Well, 30 minutes go by, and I go back over there to check on if they got the games. This guy was supposed to go to his house and pick them up and bring them back to the yard sale. And there's Beard Man already there, and he has a good stack of games in his hand, and one of them is, I can see, is Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo. And that, it pissed me off. I was like, man, I'm never giving you any advice or hitting you up with the address ever again, dude, to help you out. He's, oh no, I didn't know it was like that, I was like, dude, I told you, they had games and they were holding them for me, and I was coming back, and they told me to come back and whatnot. Just a word of advice, don't ever do that. People are out here, they're just cutthroat. So you got to be the same way. You got to cutthroat these people. You know what I mean? They'll stomp all over you, so you stomp all over them. That's just the way it has to be now, especially with all these resellers and YouTubers that are doing all this now. So that's my personal opinion. Take it as you will. I have a couple other funny stories too, but anyways, I took some of the stuff that I knew had some value at GameStop and went ahead and traded it in. If you know me, I like to have case games. I don't like loose stuff. I don't like greatest hits. I don't like select versions or whatever you want to call them on the Wii or the Switch. I don't like any of that stuff. I like it to be first print, everything, so that's just the way I collect. A lot of people are, they like to get the variants and they like to get the, the greatest hits and all that stuff. But I don't do any of that. So I ended up taking a lot of that stuff out, and I could have bundled it with the systems that I got and stuff, but I didn't. I was like, I'm going to make a little bit of money somehow or some way. And so I went ahead and traded it in to GameStop and got, I think it was $56 store credit. I can't remember. It was around there. And I really wanted this because everyone thought it was going to flop, but actually I got a good review, and I have a feeling it's going to be rare because it's going to be one of those Bayonetta games that people are like, that's a Bayonetta game? So yeah, so the Bayonetta Origins, which takes place before she becomes a witch. So I got that for free. Amazon has it for $51 or $49 or something like that. So I had them price match. And then I had a few extra bucks, which I spilled over to Breath of the Wild 2 or Tears of the Kingdom or whatever you want to call it. They probably should have kept it Breath of the Wild 2 instead of changing it to Tears of the Kingdom. I think it would sell better, even though it's probably going to sell outrageously anyway. But and then with the extra store credit, I saw this for, I was like $12.99 used, and I've never heard of, what is it, Wild Hearts. It's not the Wild Hearts that's on the PS5, the one that's like a Monster Hunter type of game, I'm thinking. I don't know. I was interested in it though. I saw some gameplay on it. But this is Wild Hearts. It's like a rhythm, a pop album video game. So I don't know. I just look kind of weird. So I was like, hey, might as well just add it in for $12. You hardly see $10 Switch games. Nothing special in it or anything like that, which I wonder if I'm missing anything. It was used, but hey, whatever. Then they had this for clearance for $4.99. I don't even know if I have it or not, but it was a double pack, and I know sometimes those double packs shoot up in value. It's some bogus, crappy titles, you know what I mean? But hey, you never know. And it was clearanced for $4.99, and it was like 30% off clearance or something like that. It came up to $3. So I'm not going to complain. $3, you get some game that I'll never play. But hey, it's there. Was the last copy though, so it was open. So whatever. And with the this one, I actually I spent money on. I spent $20. But it was actually on sale, $10 less than what it was. I looked it up everywhere else, and it was $29.99. So I went ahead and picked it up. Was Astromite, I think it's called. Yeah, Astronite. Looks interesting. It's a 1-bit Metroidvania type of game. That's what it says here, and it looks, looks cool. It looks like something I'll probably never play and just keep sealed, So that's going into the PS5 collection there. Not too much on pickups as far as adding into the collection. As far as making money and flipping, yeah, there's been a lot of adding in, as you can see with the score I got this weekend. Haven't hit up the farmer's market in a week, so maybe I'll check that out next week and see if there's anything I can trade in that they would take, and see if they have any rare titles. Swoop up for somebody or swoop up for myself. But yeah, another crazy story, I guess you can say, is I saw a yard sale. This was about a year and a half ago. Wild yard sale stories, right? And I'm out here in the middle of nowhere in California, and they put these people posted a yard sale, and in the distance you can kind of see some games, PlayStation 3, I think, and some other stuff. I didn't know what it was, but I headed there early in the morning, and I got there about 10-15 minutes early, and I remember the lady going, "We're not open yet, no early birds, and I was like, okay, well, I can wait for 15 minutes. So I was waiting for 15 minutes. I see the games in the distance. I see other people kind of eyeballing them, and I was like, all right, I gotta jump on this, And so I waited for the 15 minutes. I got out, and they opened up. And as soon as they opened up, and I walked and I grabbed that PS3, I hear kaboom! And I look over, and I have this big thing in my hand, a PlayStation 3 with all these games and stuff like that. Nice little come up, and I'm holding it, and I look over and I see my car driving by itself with no one inside of it. I'm like, what the heck just happened, And I look over, and some lady, she just slammed right in the back of my car while it was parked on the side of the road in a nice area, and it was crazy. But insurance company covered everything, and it wasn't my fault, and I was lucky, man. I wasn't in that car though, because it probably would have gave me some pretty bad whiplash. It wouldn't have killed me, but it would have really probably would have hit my head pretty hard. I don't know, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, man. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.